Okay, alrighty, so that's an old Apple computer, and unfortunately it's more or less beyond repair, and the housing or the plastic part is missing. But before I tear it apart for spare parts, I thought if somebody's interested how that actually looks from the inside, I'm going to show you that. So that is the back end, and you see here are the connectors for audio, here for mouse and keyboard. And actually what you see here, so the CPU board actually goes in something like this. You see there are little rails, and then you could snap it in there, or with that handle you can actually take that out. And so the CPU, it's a 6840 CPU. I guess that's the graphics card. It's just what I think, I'm not really sure about it. Here you could actually, that looks like a PCI slot, although it reads communication slot here, and of course that's the battery for the CPU clock. Okay, and what else do we have? That should be the memory here, and it's actually an IBM memory, and it reads 4 megabyte. So that computer has 4 megabyte of memory. And I'd say, oh, that's also funny. You see here we have a reset button right in here. I'm not really sure how that should work, if that's inside here. And that's maybe, and I am not sure honestly, if that's what Apple called a new bus. And you know what, when I see this one here, I'm pretty sure that's also memory. So I guess that computer actually had 8 megabytes of memory. So the 4 megabyte memory card here, and then I'm pretty sure that's also like 4 megabytes of memory. Then maybe these chips here are, you know what, I have no clue. Maybe these are memory chips for the graphics card, or it has shared memory. I actually do not know. And he has a little card here. What does that read? Video in slot. So you could actually add a video card here. That is how that slot looks like. And then on the bottom, there's not really much to see. You see these clamps here. I guess that's pushing it against the housing. And yeah, let's just go again and look here at the board itself, and now we're gonna tear that apart. Okay, so all right, let's just look at the bottom real quick. I mean, the board is already out here. So we see the model number, it's an M3076, and we also have a CD drive in here, and also a Foxconn hard disk drive, and also still a floppy disk drive. And I've just taken the front apart. There is an internal speaker here as well, and now I'll actually try to open up that thing, and then we have a look inside, and we have a fan here, and then let's open that thing up. Okay, alrighty, we have that beauty open now. As you see, we have the floppy disk drive. Below that, it's the hard disk drive. We have the power supply unit here. We have a cable here, so something could be added there. Also, I guess that's, if I see that, it's connected to the CD ROM. And we have that connector here, so I guess you could connect something there. I'm not sure, maybe an external floppy disk drive. And then we have just one fan in here. You know, let's tear it apart first. Okay, so I have to say That's actually a pretty service-friendly design. You see these rails here, so it's pretty easy. The floppy disk drive, it's on a rail system here. Actually the same applied to that hard disk drive, and let's see what's that. It's a Connor CF 270A. No, honestly, it's a 250 megabyte 3.5-inch IDE. Oh, I thought it's actually a SCSI or SCSI drive, but apparently it's not. It's an IDE drive, so it could actually fit also in a PC. Then we have the, oh, that's interesting, the CD ROM drive. It's called an Apple CD 300i Plus, and December 1994, but the firmware it's from 1993, so it's pretty old, I'd say. And as you see, what's remaining, it's actually just the speaker in here, and then we have the wiring in there, and then the housing itself, and then the power supply, and then the fan, and this one actually just slides over there. So I have to say, these old Apple computers, they were built service friendly. Nowadays you cannot take that apart, but that old computer, it's actually a pretty good system. I have to say, I wish the new Apple computers would actually be as service friendly as this one. Well, there you have it. So that's all for parts, but I thought I'm just going to show you that beauty before it leaves.